In this video, you're going to get introduced to GitHub. So what is GitHub? GitHub is a software development platform which is used by developers around the world to host their code, or to be accurate, to host their Git repositories. So far, you have been creating repositories on your own computer locally. So you managed to make changes to your projects, commit changes, create snapshots, and everything is currently on your computer. Now, what if you wanted to involve other developers who could contribute to your code? The best way would be to host your code or your project's repository in a remote server, and also give access to other developers so that they can make changes to your code. And obviously you want to be able to control that access. So GitHub provides you with that solution. So GitHub comes with all these features and many other ones. So you can push your code or your repository to the GitHub server just like this. And you will have a remote repository which is hosted in GitHub. So let's head to the GitHub website and understand how this works. So first of all, you need to create an account. And then once you do that, you just click on the plus button to create a new repository. So you can give a name to your repository. So I'm going to call it project. And you can add a description if you like. And then for now, I'm not going to initialize this repository with a README file, as I'm going to push my local repository to GitHub. So let's create this repository. Now you've got the choice between installing the application or the desktop application or using the command line. So we're going to be using the command line in this course. So I'm going to push an existing repository using the command line. So this is the option I'm going to go for. So you've got two commands here. So the first one is git remote add. So this command will create a new remote repository for you called Origin. Now you can call it anything you like, but usually it is called Origin. And this is the link which you are setting Origin to, or your Origin remote to. All right, so again, Origin is the name of the remote, and this is the location that you are setting your remote to. And then the next command is pushing your local repository to the Origin remote, which you added earlier, and you're doing that in the master branch of the Origin remote. And the option here, -u, will make sure that Git remembers this branch for you. So next time, if you try git push origin without specifying the branch, then that's going to work absolutely fine because you told Git to remember the branch for you. All right, so let's try this on our computer. So I'm going to copy this command. Here we go. And the next one. So it's asking for my GitHub username. So that's the one, and the password. So these are the same details that you use to log into your account. Now I've just pushed the content of my local repository to the branch master of the remote that we called Origin. So let's have a look at our projects in GitHub and see what we've got. So all you need to do is refresh this page, and now you will see the content of your local repository, which has been pushed to your remote repository in GitHub. Now anyone who has got your remote link will be able to access your repository, preview the files, and they can also download the whole repository on their computer or clone it using the command line, and that's something we're gonna cover later. So let's try from a private tab, and you can see that we can see all the files. All right, now if you click on any of these files, you can edit the file if you like by clicking on this icon. So let's add an extra line, for example. And you can also commit the changes by clicking on the commit button. You can also create a new branch for this specific commit, but for now I'm just going to commit in the master branch. So I committed without a message. Now you can also see the history of commits by going to Insights, Network, and here you can see all the previous commits which took place in this branch. So these ones happened locally on our computer, and they have all been imported. And this is the new one which we created just now, where we updated file 1. Now if you go back to your projects page, you can do some other things that you normally do using the command line. So you can see that the current branch that you're working on is master. Now if you want to switch branches, you can do that using this tab. At the moment we've got only one branch, so we can create a new branch. So for example, let's create a branch called feature 1. And let's make some changes inside this branch. So automatically we've been switched to this branch. So if I want to go back to master, I can just click there. So let's go back to our new branch and make a change, for example, in file 3. So let's add a new line. And let's commit the changes. Let's just say added one line. And let's commit. So now if we go to Insights, Network, you can see that we've got two branches now, the master branch and the feature 1 branch. And you can also see the history or the log of each branch. So that's the log of the first branch, the master branch, and that's the log of our new branch. Now let's make another change inside our new branch. Let's commit. And let's have a quick look at the history again. Now the new change which we made is actually in the master branch, not the feature branch. So let's go again and make a change in the feature 1 branch. So let's go to file 5, for example, and let's add a line 2, for example. Let's commit. So this time you can see that we've got 3 changes in the feature 1 branch. So that's the first change, second one, and then last one. Now if you want to merge feature 1 branch into the master branch, you can go back to the projects page and then create a new pull request. Now you're going to compare the base branch, which is the master branch, with the feature 1 branch. And here you can see that we're able to merge, and there are no conflicts between the 2 branches. And at the bottom you can see the different changes which took place inside our feature1 branch. All right. So to create a pull request, you can just add a comment here, like added some nice features. So let's create the pull request. And then if I scroll down, I can just click on merge pull request. And this will happen automatically because we have no conflicts between the two branches. So I'm going to confirm the merge. And now feature1 has been merged into the master branch, and you can see that the new branch has been safely deleted. Now, if we go back to Insights and then Network, you can see that we have now merged feature1 into the master branch. Now, to get familiar with the interface, you can play with the different components and tabs. So, for example, you can go to the Code tab and try to create a new file, for example. Let's call it file 6.txt. And let's add a line. And let's commit the changes. You can also upload files if you like. So you can do so many things that you can do using the command line on a local repository. All right, in the next video, you're going to dive into cloning, forking, and pull requests.